The Christmas party was loud with laughter, music, and clinking glasses. The grand hall glittered with lights and decorations, and everyone in her family looked happy. But in the middle of it all, Daniel sat quietly at a table, a set of divorce papers trembling in his hands. Across from him stood Emily, his wife of 6 years, watching coldly as he read the final line. "Just sign it," she said flatly. "Let's not ruin Christmas for everyone." Around them, her relatives whispered and chuckled. They thought it was funny. To them, Daniel was just the quiet, ordinary man Emily had married against their advice. Her cousin leaned over and laughed. "Guess the poor guy finally realized he married above his league." Another voice added mockingly, "Don't worry, Daniel. You can still find someone more in your tax bracket." The table burst into quiet laughter. Daniel lowered his eyes. For years he had endured their jokes, their insults, their belief that he was nothing but a struggling nobody. Emily crossed her arms. "Well?" she said impatiently. Daniel picked up the pen. His heart felt heavy, not because of the divorce, but because he had truly loved her once. He had believed she loved him too, back before her family's pride and greed had poisoned everything. A tear slid down his cheek as he signed his name. "There," he said softly, pushing the papers toward her. Emily snatched them with a satisfied smile. "Finally," her mother clapped sarcastically. "Best Christmas gift ever." More laughter followed. But just then, the doors of the hall opened. A tall man in a black suit hurried inside, followed by several assistants. The room slowly quieted as they approached Daniel. "Mr. Carter," the man said respectfully, slightly out of breath. "We've been trying to reach you all evening. The board meeting is ready. The acquisition deal is waiting for your approval." The entire room froze. Emily frowned. "What acquisition?" The man looked confused. "The $2.3 billion merger, of course. Mr. Carter is the CEO of Carter Global Holdings." A stunned silence spread across the hall. Emily's face turned pale. Her cousin nearly dropped his drink. Daniel stood slowly, wiping the last tear from his cheek. For the first time all night, he looked calm. "Yes," he said to the assistant. "I'll be there in 10 minutes. Then he glanced once more at Emily and her shocked family. They had spent years laughing at him, never realizing he was the billionaire who had quietly chosen to live a simple life. Daniel adjusted his coat. "Merry Christmas," he said gently. And then he walked out, leaving behind a room full of people who suddenly realized they had laughed at the wrong man.